Hello again, it's me, Milton, with a little Milto channel. Why am I so pleased? Obviously, if you're here because of the ProCore for Bosch, it finally arrived. This is a replacement. I would like to thank UK Planet Tools for being so understanding and not thinking that we actually stole the first battery and think we were trying to get another one out of them. So, UK Planet Tools, you're cool, okay? Right, so here is the battery and I'll explain what happened, why it took so long. Yep, nice little box, cool. Right, we don't need that. The instruction booklet. And I think I'll have to keep this safe. I'm going to take this and I'm going to file it under B for Ben. Right, because it's an instruction booklet. What the hell do you need an instruction booklet for a battery? It just slides it in the machine. And that means now finally I can reveal the new tool. Okay, I edit that bit out. Right, look at this, a new Bosch Pro to go with the new battery. Right then, it's here. And we know it's empty because look what happens when you press a button. You get a little flashy light on it. Look. Cool, eh? And it's got 5 little bars on it too to tell us just how much power we're going through. So we'll put this one here on charge. Is it charging? Yep, it's flashing. And we now have this one here, right, the big one. This is a 8 amp battery. Why did I buy an 8 amp battery? I don't know, I just thought I'd maybe compare it to the 4 amp battery. Because I like you guys and I know you guys want the best. And I want the best for you guys. So, I got an 8 amp battery so we can compare it to the 4 amp battery and look at the weight of it. Cool. And let's see if this has got a little blinky light on it too. Yeah, it's got a little blinky light too. Oh, cool. We could have them together and put them on and have a disco. Have the little lights flashing. Yeah, get some music going. No, alright, we'll keep it to the battery. Right. So anyway, it's here and what happened? Quite plain and simple, there's a plumbing firm on the other street with the same house number as me. The postcodes here are very similar. For some unknown reason, he punched the postcode into the thing in his thing that takes them there, which I've forgotten what you call them, them navigation things. I'll remember later, I always do. Anyway, it took him to that address, but they weren't in. So then he left it with the house that he normally leaves the stuff with all the plumbing stuff for the guy, because the minute I mentioned the plumber, he went, oh yeah, right enough, I dropped lots of stuff off there. I went, yeah. I said, that's where you've left it. So the chances are, you're going to get it back, because he's going to be wondering why he's now got a 4 amp battery for Bosch. So anyway, off he's went now. He's just dropped off the battery. I mean, I literally just dropped it off no more than 5 minutes ago. That's why I'm, yay! Right? It finally arrived. But the worst of it is, I ordered another one on Amazon and that's coming too. So I'm going to have 2 4 amp batteries. Mind you, I could always buy another piece of Bosch equipment somewhere. I'm quite looking forward to getting this drill going. In case you're wondering what model it is the model on this side? Ah, yeah, it's professional, yeah. It's the Bosch Professional GSB 18 volt C60, right? Something quite weird about this drill. However, we're not going on about that. The batteries. The battery is here and the other battery's coming. It'll take ages to charge them up on this charger anyway, especially the 8 amp, because it ain't a powerful charger. It's just a box standard charger that I got with that drill up there. Okay then, so we'll get them batteries charged up now. Okay? Okay then, sat nav was the word I was looking for. He put in the sat nav and off he's went. Right, so there's the 8 amp ProCore 18 volt battery, and up here is this one, right, which is a 4 amp ProCore 18 volt. Just leave that there just now, and of course my new drill. Right, so then let's have a quick look at this then. Now we need to get the specimens out. Here is the 2 amp battery here, and this is the 4 amp for Bosch here, right? And if you look very carefully, I'll spin them around very evenly for that angle, right? Right. We can see there isn't a significant difference in the 2 amp to the 4 amp until you start thinking, well, a minute, that's 4 amps and that is pretty compact. We're going to have a look at Hitachi and we're going to have a look at the DeWalt compacts from them as well soon. Right, so we've done that, so we'll do the back now. Yeah. No point doing another side view because we're not going anywhere with it. You see? So what's actually going on here? How come they've got a 4 amp whereas all the rest of only have 3 amps? And Milwaukee's bringing out one as well, and I believe that's 3 amps and not 4 amps. So what's Bosch actually up to? Well, to do this we're going to have to come in for a closer look at the bottom of the batteries to actually see what the differences actually are. Now what it is, it's this new cell they're actually using. Whether or not the cell's been out for a while, it's only now come down in price so they can actually do this, otherwise it would have been too expensive. The cell is a 21700 cell, that's what they actually call it. And it's just slightly bigger, but it's also slightly wider, because if we actually look at the bottoms, right, this battery, right, for Bosch, we put it up here up against it, is actually slightly wider than this one. Not by much, but it is there. Right. So I think now what we should do is actually come in for a closer look. So when I'm telling you about the cells and everything inside the battery, you actually do know what I'm talking about. Okay then. Right. If we look, ProCore. Look at the depths of the coolant fins that are actually on this. These are actually quite deep, and this is because of the size of the cell. This is a 4 amp for Bosch over here, and if you look, the cells are in line, and then there'll be another cell behind that one there, right, linked actually all up, right. And over here is the 2 amp battery, and this is a 4 amp battery, and again quite deep on the actual coolant fins in the inside. And here they're very shallow if you look over here, and you can clearly tell that the batteries are actually bigger, but yet when you actually see them in people's hands they actually don't look that much bigger, but they are bigger and they are slightly wider, you see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slide these up a bit like so, right, and I'll bring in the Hitachi compact here, right, and I'll slide in DeWalt's one here, which is there, 3 amp, and this is a 3 amp battery. And if we look very carefully, that's 3 amp, this is 3 amp, and this one here is 4 amp. So let's get them all lined up together and have a look at this. This has got to be one of these fun videos, right? Now, we've had a look at the 4 amp, we've had a look at the 2 amp, right? So let me get rid of the 2 amp battery to start with, before we get too many of them lying about. Right, and we'll get rid of the 4 amp battery as well, because we don't really need it, to be honest with you now. We've looked at the bottom part of it and you can... Right. And we need one from DeWalt. Okay then, let's have a laugh at the DeWalt 3 amp battery. Right. Here's the 3 amp battery up against the ProCore. Right, look at it. It's taller, and by the way, these batteries are actually slightly taller on the longer on the ProCore, right? I've got to mention that, right? Before any further, now you can see the lights all lighting up, and we now know when the battery is getting flat because they start flashing, you see, which is quite a cool idea. So now there's no argument, well, how long can I last in charge? If it's flashing, you got to charge it. Okay then, right, so we've done that. We'll turn it around for a side view. Very similar in height. This is lower though, right? And of course it is shorter as well. We'll go for the back view now. We've got it here, and as I say, if we stand them up, you can clearly see the DeWalt is a lot bigger. Now, this is a 4 amp battery here, right? We compare that to DeWalt, right? Could do with the Milwaukee. really and truly, but this is the one we should be doing it with. Alright, you can't see a difference. Don't forget, this is 8 amp, this is only 4 amp, 5 amps the same, and 3 amps the same size for the DeWalt, right? And of course we have the Hitachi Compact. If you're not familiar with it, it's unbelievable for a 3 amp battery. It is the true compact, to be honest with you. Along with this has to be the next new actual compact battery. Right then, so if you ask me, the DeWalt, here, somebody took one of these batteries here, right, got a rolling pin, and actually did that way and squashed it out, I think, if you ask me. Because really and truly, that's what that actually weighs up to, is it's just a little bit shorter and a bit flatter and a bit longer. Advantage, very hard to tip stuff actually when you've got it in a drill, so fine. Anyway, enough of that. We'll get rid of some of these batteries off the table now. Now we'll discuss the ProCore itself, how it actually works, right? And then once we've done that, we'll give them all a quick weigh and we'll see what we get, right? Now, how this works is you remember for the bottom, you have your big cells. These big cells that they're using, which are 21700 cells, that's what they call them, right? They are supposed to hold 4 amps, whereas the old cells actually only held 1 amp. I know some of you might do some maths here and try and figure out that, well, why isn't it delivering more? It's the voltage that's coming out with it, and this is the thing. The voltage coming out with it comes out far more even. So when you're actually weighing down on your drill, giving it a hard time doing big hole saws, it'll give you a far more even power. The cells will heat up to their temperature very quickly, their working temperature, because that's what Bosch is saying. The cells actually heat up to a certain temperature first to get the best out of them, but you don't want them getting over hot, which actually kills the battery. So what they've done is, to avoid this, they've got the bigger cells, which lets more current flow out more even, doesn't overheat the cell, and they've also went back to copper to join the cells together rather than what they were using before. I think I can't remember what it was they were using before, but anyway. And of course, how they joined the copper to it, they've laser welded it, which they've patented. Okay, Bosch, fine, fair enough. So that's what they've done, but there's more to it than that. There is little air gaps in between. I know they're in this one because I've seen inside this one, and the reason why I'm not going inside is because I don't particularly fancy blowing myself up, and that's probably what would happen. So I'll leave it till that nice Canadian gentleman that lives in Canada, speaks French and other languages as well that most people don't understand. I'll let him play about with it inside. So anyway, once you've got this piece off here, what you'll find behind that is another piece of light packing, which also helps dissipate the heat as well. So now that we've done the heat dissipation part, we'll do the power side of it. So how does the power system work with this? You're not going to get any more power. It's the same as a standard 4 amp battery, right? That's what is there. But what you could find, you might get a bit better runtime out of it by a little bit, because the fact is you're getting more even power. It's not going to overheat the same, and that's the key. You're not overheating, so you're getting far more even power. Not that probably we've ever noticed before that with drills or whatever it is we're using with these batteries is actually performing any different. But the idea is you could work a grinder on this, but you'd be better off moving to this battery here. Now what's the difference of this battery? It has a blue bit there, this has a silver bit, and the 12 amp battery has a red bit on it, because how you buy these is, you buy these in 4 amp, 6.3, and the 7 amp and the 8 amp, which I've got here. Those two have the blue mark. They're for using big heavier power tools like bigger SDS drills, which actually consume a lot more power. So if you're using them all the time, you would actually drain this battery pretty quick, meaning you would probably overheat and it would switch off, so you wouldn't get as many holes. You'd have to wait till it cooled down or get the other battery out and put it in, when really and truly it's not actually flat, and of course it wouldn't charge either. So I think you're getting the idea here, and that's the idea behind this. So if you're using a grinder and using it quite a lot, you'd be better off using the 12 amp because it has a red bit there as opposed to the blue bit. So what Bosch are saying is you can use them a lot harder and suck a load of power out of that, and it won't harm it. Hence why you've got bigger cells but less of them. This is Bosch for you. So this is how it's supposed to work. So now I'm going to have to go away, maybe get a grinder I suppose, and try it out sometime, but that will be sometime. I will be trying this out with this drill, because I'm going to be pushing this drill and I'll push the battery at the same time. Tonight we're just discussing, showing, weighing, and that's what we're doing. So I think overall it's been a great idea. You could say, well, why didn't they do this earlier? The chances are those 21700 cells were rather too expensive. I would imagine they've been about for a while. It's just the price and everything's coming down now. So that's cool, we're reaping the benefits of it. And it is about time that we did get smaller batteries. So all we need to do now is get Milwaukee's, right? Their 3 amp battery, and see what that's got to come out. And that just leaves Makita now to get their finger out and do it. And of course you've also got the other firms like Metabo, Hilti and all them, which they'll probably join the suit eventually doing this as well. So this is the idea behind it. It doesn't really go on for that much longer. You're not going to get any more real major power. You're just dealing with a lighter, more compact battery, which I think is a great idea. So I suppose we should really weigh them up now. Okay then, so we'll get set up for weighing them up when I find my thing. Yeah, wrong button. Okay, first up, ProCore 4 amp. Right, that is 527.9 grams. Okay, ProCore 8, which is 96.0. Is that? Yeah, it says 0. Okay, fine, done that. Let's grab the DeWalt. Now we've only got a 4 amp here. I haven't got a 3 amp, but they'll be very similar. In grams it would probably be a big difference. DeWalt is 633.5. A minute, that's a 4 amp. I've been that wrong, we'll have to redo that one again. Okay then. Right, so we'll do the 3 amp now. My mistake, I should have waited 3 amp first. And here's DeWalt's 3 amp. Right, their 3 amp is 5014. Okay. Actually, looking at that, the 4 amp for a ProCore is 527. The Bosch, right, is 501. That 1 amp there. Fine. Okay. And we'll just weigh the Hitachi, see how heavy that is. The Hitachi weighs in at 388.8. Okay then. Now, I weighed a 6 amp battery, the Flex Volt. Wait for the weight on this one. 1061.2 grams, right? DeWalt's 4 amp is 633.5, right? Their 3 amp is 501. The Hitachi 3 amp is 388 grams. The 4 amp, right, for a ProCore is 527. So if you take it from DeWalt's 3 amp or 501, yes, the ProCore is heavier, but it's got 4 amps in it as opposed to 3 amps. That is a whopping big difference, is that? That is one heavy battery. For Flex Volt anyway. I mean, eventually the same will happen there, right? You'll see it here. So if you look at it, right, their 8 amp is 969.0 grams, whereas that is weighing 1061 grams. You can see what's going to happen for the future. You'll end up seeing the Flex Volts getting a lot lighter as well, which is pretty damn well good actually. I mean, having a lighter weight battery that you can actually lob around. So if you weigh this one up against the 4 amp battery, where's the DeWalt? Yeah, quite a bit of difference actually. The 8 amp is actually quite heavy, yeah. As I said, I haven't got a DeWalt 3 amp, and that's this class here. I haven't got one, didn't bother. Right, so anyway, tough luck. So, you've seen it now. I hope I've covered everything about the flows and the heat and everything, the dissipation through it. I think I covered everything like. The only other thing that Bosch did say, I know there is gaps between these cells in here. I don't know about this one, but there is definitely gaps in this one. And what the guy from Bosch actually said was about it, he says, this is what he said, that because it's got air gaps in it, it conducts heat. Because air is good at conducting heat. Okay, this is Bosch for you. And don't forget, they patent that laser welding as well, that does the copper. Cool. Anyway, you've seen it here, right? Not fast, but you have seen it here. You'll see it in operation when I get this drill running, when I do a review on this drill with the 4 amp battery. Is there any difference in sound? Right. Oh, one more thing, I think I did forget to mention. Don't notice any difference. Right, you got the 5 lights. Have you seen how bright they are now? Those are dead bright. Right, the 5 lights. And if I haven't covered it before, you know when the battery's getting flat because it starts flashing now, which I think finally great idea. Right, what am I doing next? I'm going to be doing a review on one of these. Again, yeah, what, another packet? Yeah, another packet. Right, it's got to be worthwhile watching. If I was you, I would watch that one because I've got a nice little surprise on that one. Okay then, my name's Milton. Subscribe if you want. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm always easy going about things. But I would definitely subscribe and watch this video. Definitely. Okay then. Bye now.